What it do? My name is Patrick and this is Porche Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I just kind of wanted to make an off-the-cuff video really quick about tarot cards. I started reading tarot cards 6 years ago, and in that time, a couple of times, people have asked me, well, like, like when they find out I read tarot cards, for instance, like, what is the tarot? What do they do? What does that mean to you? You know, I've never played with the cards before. What are they? So I can only tell you what they are to me. I can't tell you what they mean to other people. I feel like if you talk to 100 different tarot readers, you'll probably get 100 different answers as to what tarot cards are. But I can tell you what they are for me. So tarot is a tool that I use for personal development. I use the tarot to help me journal. I use the tarot to help me look back in time, to see some of the things that I've done. I help the tarot to get me out of spinning thoughts. I help the tarot to help, I read the tarot to help me manifest things. The tarot is basically just, and I say this not facetiously, like, you know, people will ask me, you know, like, are you a fortune teller? Like, do you tell the secrets or tell the future? I do not use tarot for divination or fortune telling purposes. It sometimes may seem like that. You'll see videos on this channel where I talk about the past, the present, the future, but really tarot is grounded in the present. If I can use these different influences, which are images, right? In the short answer, the tarot is 78 pictures on cardstock that I use, and I basically affix different meanings to them over time. So like I said, I've been reading the tarot for 6 years, and in that time, I've seen, you know, the Emperor card, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. I've seen these cards over and over again. And when I journal, I have experiences with these cards because it's like holding up for me an image to my consciousness, or setting an anchor to something that has happened at a point in time. So when I look at that card again, those things flood back into me and they help to move my intuition, right? So I'll have different thoughts. I'll have different ideas about a card. I can go back in my journal and I can look at a reading and say, oh, this card showed up in my life when this thing happened. You know, I have used the tarot for different manifestations, things like that. I have used it to help me get out of a depressive episode. Sometimes they've sent me into depressive episodes, right? So you do have to be careful. But you know, when I was younger, tarot cards were sort of seen as this, you know, evil, devilish thing where people were fortune telling. And honestly, if you go on YouTube and you just look around, you might see a little bit of that. Not devilish or anything. I don't think anybody's doing anything like that, anything malicious. But you will see a lot of things. You'll see crystals and candles and you know, like I said, everybody has their own relationship with the tarot. But for me, it's not a completely logical system. It's just, if I can take, you know, there are 21 major arcana cards, or 22, 56 minor arcana cards that get separated into 4 different suits. So, you know, you have fire, you have water, you have earth, you have air. You know, air is connected to thoughts, fire is connected to passions, water is connected to emotions, earth is connected to your physical, right? Your money, your apartment, things like that. And within these suits, there are different, again, the qualities that get put to them. There are different human experiences that we have with each of these qualities. The major arcana is more or less the same, right? It's the human journey affixed across 22 cards. You start on a journey, the Fool, and you end the journey at the World when the cycle completes. And you know, the tarot somewhere in the 16th century was developed as a playing card game. And over time, humans said, you know, we kind of all go through the same things. We all go through heartbreak, right? We all have to work, right, to make a living on this earth. We all desire things. We all want to see things. We all have burdens that we have to put down. We all have traumas that we have to get away from. So the tarot, in short, is just a way to connect to those human experiences that all of us go through. And as they come up, and as people read cards on a particular, like on a table or on a nice cloth or wherever you read, again, I like read on my desk. This isn't like the craziest thing. I do burn sage and I do have crystals, but they're not a huge part of my readings. This is just an opportunity for you to think about things. Think about things that other humans have been through. Other humans have been through the same things you have. So I use tarot when my brain is spinning. I use tarot when I need guidance. Use tarot to get my mind moving, to get me to think about things in a different way. Tarot is a tool that I use for spiritual development above anything else. Like I said, I don't use the cards as a fortune-telling, divination sort of thing. Sometimes cards show up and I do see things coming. But that is not my primary means of using the cards. I use them for personal development. There's a great book called The 78 Degrees of Wisdom. And more than, I mean, I love the book. It was a great read. But more than I love the book, I love the title. Again, we all have these human experiences. And the tarot sums up our human experiences in 78 ways, right? We have different cards. We have court cards, right? That represent different personality types, 16 different personality types. We have journey cards, journeys through passions, journeys through love, journeys through our physical well-being, journeys through our thoughts. And we have the major sort of journeys that go through our lives, and they continue to cycle. And the tarot sums that up. The cool thing about the tarot is whenever you watch a video, whenever you turn on one of my videos that's on this channel or anyone else's videos, that reading is hitting you exactly when you need to hear it. Sometimes things will resonate and sometimes they won't. That's kind of the beauty of the tarot as well. Often when things don't resonate for me, they're the readings that I need to hear, because if everything is resonating, then I'm not quite far enough from this situation for it to provide any sort of change in my life. Tarot is a means of changing the outcome of your current thoughts. When you lay a deck out, you can see where things are going, like where things are headed if you continue on the certain path. And as humans with free will, which is debatable in my own philosophy, but as humans with free will, we have the power to change those things. So when things come and we see these moments that are coming up, we can choose how to respond to different moments that come up. We can also change our course. One of my favorite things to do with the tarot is to pick a card, right? Pick a card that I want, the energy that I want to bring into my life, and put that card out. And meditate on that card and make it a part of my experience. Tarot is a mirror to my consciousness. What I want to see when I lay cards out in a specific way, or what to expect when I have questions. Tarot is really just a means of personal development for me. It is something that I've been doing for 6 years to great effect. 6 years ago, I was in a completely different career. I was in a toxic relationship, which relationships are two-sided, so I was a toxic person. And I've been able to change my life. So I don't owe that all to the tarot, but I owe it in part to the tarot, and that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. And this video is just really talking about my philosophy so that you can understand why I started the channel, what they mean to me. You know, I got some questions from friends. There are people that know me in the software world, right? You know, it's a very analytical field. And this really helps me to keep connected to my creativity, the right side of my brain. I was a musician growing up. I was in marching band. So this really helps me to keep those creative juices going. It also keeps me connected to my spirituality. I never saw God as this big man in the sky, sitting on a throne that was going to tell me whether or not I was going to get into heaven or hell. And tarot has been a great way for me to take control of my own journey, to see the things that are coming on in my path, and to help me see what my character defects are, and to continue to move past them, to continue to be aware of the people that I would love in my life and the people that do not fit, that aren't on my path, the people everyone's here to teach us a lesson, and we're here to teach everyone else a lesson. It's helped me to stay in the crowd and to continue on my path towards abundance, manifestation, getting the things that I want, and seeing situations as they are. So I just wanted to share some thoughts on the tarot. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm also going to continue to do these tarot topics every weekend. So I'd love to hear what you want to know. There's some astrology talks coming up. There's some lessons coming up on the actual cards. So if you want to know more about what the actual cards mean, those will be there as well. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video to give a little bit of my philosophy on the tarot. And I hope to see you on my channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I would really appreciate it. And I hope to see you throughout the week.